Hey, what's going on everybody? Paul Tech here, and welcome to the full review of the LG Fortune. Now this is a very affordable device. You can actually get this for free on a port and special through Cricket Wireless. Taking a look at the left hand side of the device are your volume rockers, no buttons at all on the right hand side. To the back you're getting a 5 megapixel rear facing camera, flash, and your power button and Cricket branding. To the bottom there you got LG branding and then a back firing speaker. Now one thing I want to touch on is this back power button. It is not a fingerprint sensor, unfortunately. Now the back cover does provide very good grip. It has a good texture to the back of it, doesn't pick up fingerprints or oils or anything like that. A great thing about this device, the back is removable, which is going to give you access to your 2500 milliamp battery, as well as your SIM card and your micro SD card slot for expandable storage. Now let's move on to this display. You're looking at a 5-inch FWVGA display. It's going to be 480 by 854, about 197 pixels per inch. Viewing angles, it won't be the best, but it is not the worst I've seen on an affordable smartphone. Another thing, there is no notification LED light on this device. Now I've been using this on LTE, as you can see there, as well as on Wi-Fi at my home and at work. Phone calls, I can let you know right now, have been coming in very good. I had no issues receiving calls, sending calls, and there's also a little option here for noise suppression, so call quality has been good on my part. Moving on to the messaging, same thing, text messages, I haven't missed a text message once. Receiving them as I should, and when I send them out there is no delays of other people receiving text messages. As you can see there, those are the emojis, and just like to include that in the full review. Now this device also has some other options here. Regarding the keyboard, you can actually have some good one-handed operation there. I mean, this is all very standard stuff for LG. They usually include this in most of their devices. Going into the app drawer here, you can see the basic layout of it. Now you do get some pre-installed bloatware on this. One application I really like that's pre-installed is the fact that you can have an FM radio, plug it into the headphone jack, and you have that option right there, which is pretty nice. You also get News Republic, PhotoGrid, Z Camera. A lot of these can be uninstalled. You also have an option up on top to search for applications, and then you also can show large apps, you can hide and show apps, edit and uninstall apps, and then you can also sort them as well. Now the LG Fortune is a very compact device. It's not large. I can basically touch all four corners. I can pull the status bar down there, reach the quick toggles, the volume, the brightness, as you can see there. The quick toggles, you can edit those. You got Wi-Fi, rotation, Bluetooth, battery saver mode. So, you know, good one-handed operation on this device. Now jumping into settings here, which might be a deal breaker for some, it just varies, but there is no NFC on this device. So if you're one that likes to use Android Pay, Android Beam, you don't have this option. Moving on to sounds and notifications, I mean, you got ringtone ID, sounds with vibrations, do not disturb. Moving on to home and app drawer, right here is where you will be able to download the app drawer, so you'll have it on your LG Fortune. So some like the app drawer, some don't. Here are your security features here: swipe, not code, pattern, pin, and password. Again, no fingerprint sensor on this device. Screen swipe effects, that's basically when you're going to unlock your device. These are the different effects you can choose from. So I like, you know, there are ways that you can customize the LG Fortune here, as well as the home button combination. If you want quick access to your status bar, you can just drag that down to your on-screen buttons there, and then you have it, as well as Capture Plus. Now moving on to About Phone there, we got December 1st, 2016 security patch, which is not the latest, and as well as Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow. And even though this device is running Marshmallow, not Nougat, it can basically handle day-to-day tasks pretty well. But one thing I want to say is this is not a super fast device. What I mean, it can handle your daily tasks. I mean, phone calls, text messaging, Google searches, playing the occasional game. Load up times can be very slow on this device. So just got to keep that in mind. It's not going to be a just super fast performing device. Now when it comes to watching YouTube videos, because I know a lot of us, we like to watch YouTube videos on our smartphones. So the highest quality you're going to be able to watch these videos in is going to be 480p resolution, no 720p on this device. So just kind of keep that in mind. Colors can look washed out when you are watching YouTube videos, but at the same time, this device is not consuming a whole lot of that 2500 milliamp battery. It's not pushing a lot of pixels out, so you can actually watch quite a bit of YouTube videos, Netflix on this device at 480p without worrying about huge drainage to your battery. On to the cameras here, you're getting a 5 megapixel rear facing camera with flash, you got HD video recording, and then you're getting a 5 megapixel front facing camera that does have gesture shot as well. It also has a selfie light, which the selfie light is basically the screen illuminates and that is your flash. It actually works pretty well. Again, there's no type of electronic stabilization on video, so you just want to make sure you have a steady hand when recording, and as well as the gesture shot feature. As you can see there, it takes up to 4 photos, which is actually a pretty neat feature. So again, this camera can produce some good photos outdoors in good light. In low light, it will get grainy. Here are some photos taken on the LG Fortune. So what is under the hood of the LG Fortune? You look at the Qualcomm Snapdragon 212 as well as the Adreno 304. Going to Geekbench 4, as you can see there, 480 by 854, 196 pixels per inch. These are the scores I got: 390 single core score and 986 multi-core score. So those numbers don't look that great, and when it comes into gaming, casual games like this one that is already pre-installed on the LG Fortune, it will run it perfectly fine. No overheating, no stutters, nothing like that. Moving to another game which requires a little bit more work for the LG Fortune here, for instance like this one, it actually ran pretty good as well. I was very surprised with the performance on the LG Fortune, even downloading Asphalt 8, a game where some other phones in a little bit higher price than this one have trouble running. But the LG Fortune with the Adreno 304, it actually ran it surprisingly smooth. It was very cool. There, like I mentioned, no overheating on the device. So I was actually very surprised by the gaming performance of the LG Fortune here. Again, there is no gyroscope, gyro sensor, so you do not have that, so keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to outdoor visibility, if you are outdoors in direct sunlight, how is the display? For this being a 480p resolution display, it actually does pretty good. I was actually, as you can see there, able to see the device in direct sunlight, so that is pretty interesting. Now, another area where the LG Fortune surprised me was in the battery department. I was able to get through an entire day on this 2500 milliamp battery, getting 4+ hours of screen on time, so you should get some good battery life on the LG Fortune. To wrap up my full review of the LG Fortune, I think this is a good entry-level device. Again, it's not going to have any high-end specs or anything like that, but it can definitely get the job done for day-to-day tasks such as text messages, phone calls, Google search, and some gameplay. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the full review of the LG Fortune. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button and please subscribe for more future videos. This is Paul Tech, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.